Speaking of which, two things. A, happy National Video Games Day, y'all.
Oh, that's
Yay!
And speaking of fucking video game, I've been playing a lot of Wonderful 101. And that shit is really charming. Like, I really didn't give it much of a shot.
You've been playing a Saturday morning ass cartoon ass video game.
And it's so fun. It's super fun. So, especially, I remember when you first got it, David, that shit hurt my eyes.
Dude, that game is happening? There's a lot going on. Yeah.
It's a lot going on. So, for those who don't know, Wonderful 101 is a platinum is a typical platinum character action game. But cross that with the idea of Pikmin, where you're fucking micromanaging like a bunch of like smaller people to like make a bigger thing happen. So what it is that you're playing as a superhero and like playing as a group of superheroes, and each hero has a different ability. And in order to start, like in order to use their ability, you have to draw the shape, which I find to be very interesting. Right now, I don't know my percentage wise in the game. I'm probably maybe like a third through the game. I was just playing a little bit today, and I just got another hero. So now I have like 4 or 5 heroes now, and you just gotta draw out the character with the right thumbstick. Like Wonder Red, the main character, like the leader of the team, who has like the fucking fist. Draw a fucking circle. Wonder Blue has a sword. You draw a fucking sword. Wonder Green, he has a gun. Just make a fucking right angle. It's just like
the Wonder Pink has the whip.
Wonder Pink has the whip. I have Wonder White, who has the claws, and Wonder Yellow. Like I just
Wonder what?
Exactly. Exactly. And it's so like David said, this is the most Saturday morning cartoon ass game, and it's super.
The dubbing is
fun.
really funny, actually.
The dubbing is so fucking great, and like the writing is really good. Like it's just like a good part of the time, but they take themselves like too seriously to the point where of course it's comedy, but it's definitely really fun. I highly recommend it. This is the remastered version from the Wii U, so it got released from the Wii U dimension since unlike Bayonetta, Nintendo did not fucking bankroll this game. So you can play it on PC, you can play it on Xbox and PlayStation as well. What I love about it that's interesting, but also one of my gripes about it so far, is that it definitely relies on the second screen mechanic that the Wii U had. Mm-hmm. So there's some cool moments where it's like, okay, you're in a maze, and you have 2 screens. So like there's like a small like picture-in-picture screen like on the corner where it's like, okay, it shows your team like the view of the maze, and then on the main screen is like you in the actual maze. And there are some things you cannot see from the main view. You have to look at the side view to see it. I do wish that that extra screen that was basically a holdover from the Wii U, I wish that was compatible with a second monitor, right? Like if I had like a fourth monitor, like right in front of my microphone right down here, that'd be fucking perfect to play that game. But otherwise, it is overwhelming. Like it's a lot going on because like as you're doing combos, like, all right, what am I gonna do? Let's go, Wonder Gun. It's just like you gotta fucking think on the fly a little bit. And I haven't unlocked the ability where you can swap between styles like a lot faster. But all in all, it's pretty fun. The drawing of the lines is kind of finicky. Like Wonder White and Wonder Pink, they're similar shape.
Oh, it's just a more sharp.
Is an S.
Yeah.
Wonder White is a fucking Z. And if you add too many squiggles to the Z, it becomes pink. It's just like, wait, no, that's wrong. Or for Wonder Yellow, you're basically drawing a question mark, but it's a little scuffed. You have to go up, left, over. You have to make a hook. I'm like, okay, I'm concerned about how the others are going to play as, like what kind of symbol I have to make and draw. And like again,
it'd be cool if they like adapted it, like when they lost the Wii U, if they just made it like a radial menu or something, like just select what you want to turn into.
That'd be so much like do it like how they do in Bayonetta, like give it like a radial, like a loadout swap where you have like, or like better yet, Mark remember this in Devil May Cry 3, where you
damn it,
one wheel is your weapon, is your melee, your other wheel is your firearm. So you just go pop, 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 pop. Just swap between them on the fly. And that will be a cool idea. But again, of course, we're not going to get a sequel for this game. Let's be fucking real. But all things considered, this game is very charming, very whimsical, very silly. I would have loved to have a fucking comic book run or like a short, like...
Give it an OVA.
And give it an OVA. Give it an OVA. And it'd be fucking... Same voice actors. And it'd be fucking great. Just campy, over the top, but just still that same kind of Platinum charm. Again, I think I said this before. Platinum does not make good games. They do make cult classics. This is definitely a slept-on cult classic because every Platinum game that they've made has not.
Bayonetta 2 is fucking gem. What do you mean? Bayonetta 2 is amazing.
Bayonetta 2 will always be a gem, but it's locked on the Nintendo dimension forever. And I'm like, fuck, I want to play that shit 4K 60 FPS on a 16:9 display. I like playing it on my Switch. It plays well on the Switch. It plays way better than it did on the Wii U. But I want a consistent, stable frame rate. But that game is probably never coming to the Switch. We're basically waiting on like at least a good enough successor at that point. But yeah, no, Wonderful 101 Remastered. Definitely check it out. Highly recommended. Available on pretty much every major platform, including Switch. Worth your time. If you love Saturday morning superheroes and you love Platinum, this is the game for you. Like, this game's really fun. I recommend it.
Man, this overview trailer that we have on screen it's a 7-minute overview trailer, and man, this game is just so cool looking. It's so fun.
It's the coolest. It's just so fucking dumb. Like I would love a set of Wonderful 101 figures.
I mean, Platinum always made like some really subtle bangers that nobody talks about until it's too late.
Yeah, Platinum doesn't make good games. Remember,
Vanquish.
They don't make bestsellers. That's what I want to say. They do not make bestsellers.
Oh, freaking!
They make fun games.
What's that game where you were linked to like a stand and you were a cop?
Astro Chain.
Yeah,
that's a game I still
Chain,
get to play. Like that's actually on my backlog, and I heard that game was good. But like, it's amazing how Platinum is still in business. Like
that game was what, Brendon? Platinum doesn't make good games. That game was what?
Platinum doesn't make bestsellers, is what I want to say.
I'm being a shit.
So Platinum, I'm surprised that they're still in business. Like, I know they announced Project GG, which like that's never gonna fucking happen, like at all, because like that was Hideki's project, and he said, "All right, I'm leaving," and he left. So it's just like, oh, all right. But yeah, no, definitely recommend it. Check it out. It's available on Steam. It's cheap as shit.
This overviews trailer is just literally showing the whole game.
This overview
trailer is the whole game.
The entire fucking game.